to it. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela.
And this is the Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Thank you so much for making this a part of your day, but let's get right to it. Angela, what are we talking about today? What's today's film review?
We have another uplifting, inspirational film.
Yeah, it is.
It is The Last Rodeo.
Last Rodeo.
To save his grandson, a retired rodeo star enters a high-stakes bull riding competition. Along the way, he confronts his past, discovers faith, and proves that true courage lies in the family. So Ryan, kick us off here. I know we didn't really get too much insight into this before actually watching it, but what were your thoughts, after seeing this film? Did you like it? Did you not? What was your reaction to that?
One of the things, the key points here that I really did love was that it has a strong bond and a strong emotional depth on familyhood. Where it comes down to where something occurrence happens and the family comes together and we have to figure it out together. And just one of the key emotional moments in here comes from the main actor, of course. Neil McDonough. He's a great actor when it comes to rodeo. I mean, we saw him in Yellowstone. He played a villainy role in Yellowstone. We saw him play a villainy role in Walking Tall movie. Remember Walking Tall with The Rock? That was one of The Rock's early projects, Walking Tall. He played an old friend of his. So he's played a villain pretty good. So I gotta admit, seeing him do a more strong bond.
You got protagonist.
The superhero, the good guy, if you will, and I felt like it carried more an emotional bond there, and I just really enjoyed that here. Of course, with Bubba, aka Bubba himself.
Mike Kelty Williams said, yeah, it was really cool to see him. Yeah. I know he's been in tons of things after that, but both of them were just so great on film together. They just had such a great presence about both of them. They had great chemistry. You just can't help but root for both of these characters and what they're going for. It's Neil's character is coming back. He's a retired legend, going back into the reins of bullfighting to essentially save his grandson.
Yes.
So I thought it's
going back,
super touching, inspirational. I just love these movies like that kind of get you that hope and renew that hope and restore that faith that you have. And it's just an all-around feel-good film, and I really like that. Yeah, and it's definitely more. It's crazy because I really do admire and I love underdog stories, and essentially this is an underdog story where age is a factor for him, especially coming into a young man's sport, if you will, or when he was younger, 15, 20 years, I think they said, since the last time he rodeoed, and the last time he did rodeo wasn't a really good outcome. It came out really bad. So it just knowing that the odds were against him, never tell me the odds in Han Solo, but I really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed, again, we go back to where it's a simple story. There's a few moments where you could tell it's CGI or it was just very pixelated, but it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, it relies solely on the two leads here, and really just impeccable on really the whole family, the whole cast. 6 casts, I think. Yeah, it didn't have a big cast. I know Sarah Jones, she was the daughter. Yeah. Graham Harvey was the grandson who's sick. So again, I think all the cast did phenomenal, and I got to give big props. It was really, really good storytelling. Really simple story, and it really had a lot of emotional oomph behind it.
I feel like they paid a lot more money on the authenticity of the rodeo. That was really cool. That was really cool. Obviously everything was full, and then there was CGI on the bulls or anything, so I thought that was really, really good. Kudos to Angel Studios for being able to do that and to really mimic a rodeo style, if you will. Maybe they were filming on a set where the actual rodeo was happening.
And I know we didn't grow up in that, but we're used to that because from Texas, it's
Tejas.
In our blood. We know rodeos. So it was really, really cool to see, like you say, it was authentic. They did not CJ all that, it was real, there. And I think that added a lot of depth to the story too. So I gotta say, I really, really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Again, it's just a great, heartwarming story.
And it has very family-oriented bonds here, and I really did appreciate that a lot. Again, I love these moments in here with strong family bonds. Almost, very, very much so. And then also we did get a really good highlights of faith-based elements here, which I really did love as well. The movie incorporates strong Christian themes in here, Christian beliefs. It's very subtle, though. It's very subtle. Yeah. It is. It's very subtle with the multiple references to God in the Bible, and I really appreciate that a lot. The aspect has been commended for adding this depth for the narrative, and I really did appreciate that a lot. I really did appreciate how subtle and how the Christian beliefs and just the faith, and knowing that there's faith in the world and knowing that there's faith even the circumstances are against you. So I really did appreciate that a lot. But yeah, rating 1 out of 10. 10 be the highest, Angela. When do you give this rating?
I really liked it. Was a pretty good film. Like I said, it was a solid story. The cast was really well, meshed together. They had really good chemistry.
And who doesn't like cowboys?
I know who doesn't like cowboys. And gosh, I would give it a solid 7 because I think this is going to surprise a lot of people. I think if you're looking for that like heartwarming, touching, inspiring story, I think a lot of people are really going to like this and enjoy this. It's going to be hopefully a contender this weekend. I know there's a lot of other great films coming out and already out, but I do hope people give this one a chance too. Yeah,
I feel like that moviegoers are going to go see this because again, we're basing this on Texas, right? We're basing this on Texas because excuse me, at the end of the day, people know him from Yellowstone. People know him from other roles, and
most of the leads, like they know
the two leads. They know him from other roles. Bubba from Forrest Gump. They know him from Walking Tall. Know him from Yellowstone mainly, and that's what I'm saying. And just they're gonna get their butts in the seats because of the fact that they're known to be doing these other massive major projects while also working on these independent filmmakers that are just a passion project. One of the things, two key points here, is that it was directed by John Evnet, if I said that right. And so he did a really good job. Again, we go back to where the base is here, and it just, is it predictable? Is this movie predictable? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sure.
But there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like that, we're not expecting an Oscar worthy of a film. So I feel like if you go with the expectations of that, if you go in the expectations of just like, it's not going to be like the best movie of the year, but it still is very entertaining. And I do recommend this for moviegoers out there. But rating, what do you give this?
A 7. 7.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. So I'm going to have to give this a solid 7.5. I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed the heartfulness in it. It's a very touching movie. It's very family based, and I love that. I love movies like that suck you in right away on the belief. And that's the thing too. It wasn't just beliefs. It was just beliefs of being healthy, of family being healthy, and then very subtle, the faith-based elements here. And I love how they really did that. It's very touching, and it brings it home for me. So I'll leave it at that, guys. Rating 7.5 and 7 out of 10, so a little bit above average rating there, but we gave it above really good rating, so be sure to check that out, guys, at a theater near you. All right, guys, any final thoughts, Angela?
Like I said, I know there's a lot of heavy hitters in the box office this week.
There's a lot this week.
Definitely give it a chance. I know once the Mission Impossible, once the Lilo and Stitch, once all that, once the Final Destination,
Mission Impossible.
All that gets kind of like phased a little bit. Definitely still check this one out. So we recommend it.
Definitely.
And I think that a lot of the audience will really enjoy it.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Kylie Ange.
This is Alamo City Movie Talk. I see you at the movies latest.